This YouTuber has gone from shy and awkward to one of the most satisfying and fastest growing on the platform. Pierogi, famously known as Scammer Payback, makes videos turning the tables on scammers. But for years, he had a gigantic problem holding him back, and if he hadn't fixed it, his channel would never have found this retention hack and hit its true potential. We must analyze the problem that he had to solve if we want to replicate his growth. And the solution was made clear by a man named Jonathan Gottschall. In 2013, Jonathan wrote something amazing about the brain that, when done, improves people's memories, creates connections, and releases the brain's feel-good chemical dopamine. And it's way more powerful than any editing trick you can do. And that thing is storytelling. And it's why Pierogi struggled for years, because he couldn't tell a good story. But how did he fix it? We need to look at the 3 basic levels of storytelling that he uses: basic, advanced, and the downright impressive. The basic storytelling is actually quite simple. It's 5 questions. Who is the character? What do they want? Why can't they have what they want? What's at stake? What are the obstacles? And how does the character overcome it? And an optional 6th question: how does the character change at the end? Pierogi wasn't always good at this. Take a look at this clip and see how many of the story questions he answers. It's not very many, and maybe people love the idea of the content he was making. There really wasn't much to connect or follow with. So Pierogi went back and started experimenting. This is the result, and I want you to look and see and hear the difference.
Oscar is a tech support scammer who wants to steal a bunch of money from me like he's stolen from other people. Not anymore.
He answers a lot more of those questions, but that's just the basic storytelling. He wasn't quite where he needed to be. What he did next surprised me because it was so impressive. He does 2 things here that take his skill to a whole new level. He quickly previews the obstacles that he's about to go up against in a very subtle way, which constantly builds up anticipation in the audience. And when we see him overcome those obstacles, we want to cheer for it.
Here's the situation. You've got a low-life scumbag scammer that's stealing from a 69-year-old retired grandmother and going to leave her bank account at 0.
Don't know if she's gonna be scammed yet.
The second thing he does is he clearly establishes the stakes. Stakes are what happens if the problem or the objective isn't completed. Stakes and obstacles are why we become invested in characters and stories. But they don't have to be something like the Avengers needing to stop Thanos or the world will end. For example, if you're a makeup tutorial channel, why are you doing this specific tutorial? Could it be that you need a certain look for an event to impress somebody, or maybe you'll feel bad? If you're a channel instructing people how to change a pipe, if the solution doesn't work, is it your pride that's going to be hurt because you agreed to help fix this problem for a friend? And then within those stakes, you have obstacles that you have to overcome. Maybe a particular makeup line has run out, or maybe the tool to fix that pipe isn't working right. Pierogi establishes his stakes clearly, which gives the viewer a reason to stick around. But there is a third thing he does that completely caught me by surprise. He establishes good guys and bad guys. His Voldemort, his Darth Vader. Humans love having clear lines between good and evil, and we like seeing good overcome it. For you, a villain doesn't have to be a scammer or some big figure. It could be a mountain, or bad weather, or even a migraine. As long as you have the goal and the obstacles to overcome it, you can still tell a really engaging story. And even if you don't believe that you can implement the story, and I believe you can still take your YouTube game to the next level by implementing these 5 simple tricks.